What the hell is going on, everybody? We are officially live. Chargers versus freaking Lions Hall of Fame game. Let's watch some mother effing backups. Emojis are working right now on the screen. I'm trying some new stuff to make this the most lit stream possible. So shout out to all the people already here right now. We got Juan Rosas right there. What the hell is going on? See, we are figuring out stuff on the fly. We got to get that looking a little bit better. So here we go. Appreciate you hanging out. Appreciate all of you. Trey Lance is going to be in at quarterback. That's going to be fun to see. We also are going to have Hendon Hooker. Hendon Hooker. I root for Vegas and I didn't want my team to get hookers, but you know, when it came to the 2023 draft, yes, bring the hookers on and put the headphones on, which have already messed up my hair quite a lot already. So we're going to be breaking down this game, doing some live play-by-play and reaction. It's been a long time. I was doing these throughout the middle of the season last year, but then I wanted to focus on other stuff. The season became sad. That's not going to happen this year, man. We're rolling tough. We're rolling strong. We're going to stay committed to it this year. Going to go live August 7th for the Raiders game, and obviously today for a monumental game like this. And looking forward to seeing Trey Lance play and seeing Hampton, who the rookie running back. The Chargers fans are going to hope that this guy's great. We'll see how that turns out. But we'll react to and show some things from the internet. You know, obviously during these games, there's a lot of funny things happening online. The clips, right? Oh, the chat's working. Thank goodness the chat's working. We have a Jim Harbaugh interview we're going to get to right now since we have 2 minutes to go until the game. I still got to slam this freaking beer. I look different. Willie, you look different. I think I am just not wearing glasses right now. So what is this going to become like Family Matters when Steve Urkel becomes Stefan when he finally removes the glasses? Am I now Stefan now that I got the freaking glasses off? Who knows? Appreciate you, Doug Spears, in the chat. You're like, too far. Not quite that. Oh shit. Okay. So the little beer emojis are working. Did you guys see that? Dropped a little bit when Spice put that there. But let's go take a look-see to see if we got, oh shit. Okay, yikes. Okay. I can't show too much behind the curtain, man. Come on. All right, let's check this out.
I mean, just all those kind of emotional room, and then you start thinking about your high school days, and then man, we're back out here into the locker room getting ready to play pro football game, and just
a lot of people like Jim Harbaugh's character. They think, oh, he's so funny, he's so spacey. The guy is always boring to me. Like, I feel like that's his shtick, is he's trying to be boring so the opponent doesn't know what's happening. But I've never thought he was funny. Like people tell me the guy is funny. I'm not getting funny vibes from Harbaugh here. Oh, sorry. I don't think I even freaking. God damn it. We're already failing here. We're already failing in this live. We're already messing up. We had Eric Allen get inducted to the Hall of Fame. Yup. Chug it, Willie. Uh-oh. Someone's saying, can you show the Raiders schedule so you can take a screenshot? Can you Google Raiders schedule on your phone? Come on, bro. You got this. I believe in you. But no, I'll be your office worker. I'll be your worker. It's all good. Let's figure out. This scoreboard's not cutting it for me. I think we gotta get a different one as the game's starting. Pretty soon. They're walking out right now. Eric Allen walking out for the Hall of Fame right now. Former Raider. Eagles and the Saints. He's still hosting the talk shows. The great Eric Allen couldn't have asked for a better guy. Oh, Antonio Gates is finally, you know what? Even though I'm a Raiders fan, I've always loved me some Antonio Gates. That guy, badass tight end. I just like good football. I don't know about you. I like good football. But it's happening. The season's finally here. It's starting in July. Download it on your Raider app. Raiders schedule yeah. For the Raiders schedule this year, make sure to include the Super Bowl, baby. Even though we have a brand new head coach, brand new quarterback, brand new almost every position besides Crosby and Brock Bowers, and the O-line. So we'll see. Like, okay, so what I'm excited to see though, in terms of just like scouting for fantasy, is the Chargers rookies. You got Trey Harris, the 2nd round pick wide receiver. You also got the 5th round pick Lambert Smith. So curious to see if these dudes are going to be dangerous or if they're going to be whack. But you know what? Now that we're getting things started, baby. Now that we're getting it started. Cheers, baby. Football is fucking back. Let's fucking go. All right. Yeah, and I know my doctor told me to stop drinking dark beers. We're going to do it anyway because football's back. Okay, we're going to do it anyway. I need to solve something, though. Oh, yeah. I want to make these emojis a little bit bigger. So, yeah, we got a new setup, man. Fun little effects that we're going to do. And this is where we're going to test some shit out. You know what I'm saying? We're going to test some shit out. Make all emojis twice the size. Okay, let's do this. Relax, bro. It's preseason. No, football is back, baby. I've been getting hyped up off training camp clips off of grainy cell phones. You know that's what we got to do, man. Get hyped up off the grainy cell phone footage. That's what this time of the year is all about. It's all about. All right, commercial break. Commercial break. Ooh, okay. It's working a little bit better, these little emojis. We got to make that shit bigger, though, man. We got to make that shit bigger. All right, so commercial break, and then we're going to check out, see what else is going on here. You know, I'm a little scared just going on. Oh, wow, the Redskins name's still blowing up. What the hell? Hold on one second. What's Donald the Don? Not Don Lemon, but Donald. What's he saying about this this Redskins name? Is this shit really going to happen? All right, so while we're on commercial break, we'll check out Trump on the Redskins.
Go back to the original names of Cleveland Indians, the Washington Redskins.
Oh, I love that. Love the sound of that.
Well,
I do the
love the
Washington
sound.
Redskins. I think they should do it. I told the mayor and I told people that they should bring back the name. If they bring back the name, you'll have a lot of excitement. And I mean, Cleveland Indians, how about that? That was an original franchise. 1906.
Triple H. By the way, let's just skate past the fact that Triple H is hanging out. Degeneration X, suck it, baby. They're in the White House right now.
Or something, 1906, an original, the Cleveland Indians.
That
And
was X-Pac.
What do? They changed the name from
X-Pac.
Indians. What's wrong with the word Indian? You know who is upset about it? The Indians are upset about it. They're upset about
Do we got any Indians in the chat? Where are my Indians in the chat? Are you pissed off? Where are my Indians at? My Native Americans, are you pissed off that the Redskins? I've always said that they should be the John Redcorns. I think they should be the John Redcorns, baby. That's a good little name there. Yes, indeedy. Yes, indeedy.
Redskins, too. So Redskins, I guess you'd say it was a little bit lesser of a case, but people want to see the Redskins, and the Indians want to see the Redskins back. No, I recommend it. I was asked that question the other day. The Washington Redskins, it's a fabled franchise. And now, I don't even know what the hell their last name is. What are they, Commanders or something? Is it Commanders?
Okay, so the dude's ripping the Commanders now. Okay, you gotta, at least the NFL is getting bigger. People care about the name. You got the president chiming in. That's good. We all want more people to love the great game of football. And I did not get a chance to work out today. Bye, guys. So let's see. Over or under. How many push-ups can I do right now? Let's do the over and under. Where do you guys want to start the over and under on my push-ups? You know what? Give me freaking 40. Will I do over 40 push-ups right now or under? I want to see who in the chat's taking the over, who's taking the under. Over or under 40? Over or under 40? I got 2 people going under. One saying over. I'm I'm a little jacked up right now off some coffee. 30 under. Oh, you guys are saying under. Okay, under. Let's whoop some freaking ass since I got so many mother effers saying under. Let's whoop some ass. Ah, ah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Am I going to go under 18? 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. No! I'm too gassed. You fucking beat me. You beat me. I got under 40. You beat me. 29, son of a bitch. All right, well, that's going to improve throughout the season. We got to improve that throughout the season. National anthem, everybody. National anthem. Please, hey, stand for the anthem, guys. You guys can't hear the anthem on your end, so. I know, it looks like I'm kneeling.
Twilight's last gleaming.
All right. Hey, by the way, dude, I might take a shit on this toilet during this stream. So watch out. Yeah, I was pulling a Kaepernick. All right, man. Some dudes are getting ready to roll, man. Drop some emojis in the chat. Make sure you like the stream. Liking the stream and all that helps us out. So drop some emojis. I'm breathing a little hard. I'm a little out of shape. I think it's because I drank some beer and had some coffee. Whoa. Oh, wow. They got the planes in the air and shit. They're getting lit. Oh, here we go. Of the brave and the home of the brave. Oh, there we go. We got the real emojis going on now. This is not a gang sign. I was just getting excited. I'm not affiliated with any crew or anything, guys. Yeah, drop the American flag emoji. Exactly. Drop the mother effing flag, not the Canadian flag. But I shout out to my Canadians in the chat, though. No hate. Let me see, flag. Wait, how do you even do the American flag? USA? I can't find it. When I type in flag, it's just the pride flag. So I guess drop the American flag, because right now we just got pride flag. That's all we got. YouTube doesn't let you. Oh, we got some Mexico. We got Jeremiah, the Vato in the freaking chat. All right. Dan Campbell. Could Dan Campbell do more push-ups than me after that last display? Yes, I think he can. Yes. I gotta get back in some motherfucking shape, dude. All right, so still chatting it up. Let me see if I can find some fun things for us in the meantime. Mac Holland's doing an alien conspiracy theory video. We'll show that at halftime. Mac Holland's right now with the New England Patriots. Dude, when are they going to start this game? We're already 10 minutes past 5. Not a snap of football yet. Son of a bitch. I am not already drunk, by the way. All right, Cameron Dicker. Cameron Dicker kicking it off right now. We don't air reruns. We're not like some of these other channels. Kick return. Football is back. Lions with the football. Looks like there's a fumble there at the 27-yard line. Ready for bed? How am I ready for bed? Oh my God, a fumble on the freaking first kick return. Chargers football. Jim Harbaugh is pumped up. Murphy, linebacker, looks like he punched it out for the Chargers. And wow, that guy's not going to be starting a kick return. What the hell did this guy do? That is for sure a fumble. That is for sure a fumble. Wow. Yeah, dude. Guys, yeah, send your questions. Get the likes up. I'm gonna be a whore. I'm the biggest whore for likes, man. I'm slobbing on some noms for likes here tonight. So 32. Don't make me hoe out too hard for likes. I mean, come on. All right. So first snap of football, Trey Lance in at quarterback for the San Diego, Carson City, Los Angeles Chargers. Dan Campbell's already looking a little teary-eyed and emotional. Those 29 push-ups freaking, I think, took like 2 years off my life. Dude, nobody was keeping up. So I partially did this live stream because I knew nobody was going to pay attention to the Hall of Fame game besides Chargers and Lions fans. And then I figured I could work out the kinks for the live because then we got the Raiders one on the 7th, so 7 days from now. But then I believe the next day you have Browns, and I'm going to want to watch Shedeur Sanders. I mean, why would you not want to watch that? So here we go, dude. The long-haired freaking... This guy who returned the kick was a linebacker for the Lions. For some reason, they had a linebacker returning the kick. The fuck? All right. So they're reviewing the fumble. This is what we love about the NFL, right? Freaking reviews. Challenge plays, booth reviews. More commercials. The ruling stands. Trey Lance and the Chargers football, a turnover on the first play. I'm drinking a porter. I'm drinking a Deschutes porter. By the way, Deschutes, if you got to, hit me up, sponsor this. Hit up my reps, Deschutes. I already like your beer. 32-yard line, close to the red zone for the Chargers, and Trey Lance under center in a single back formation. And play action gets it to the tight end. Disley, who was a target that was utilized shockingly on the Chargers last year, but he got an 8-yard gain right away. Terry McLaurin, that is true. In the chat, Jordan's talking about it. McLaurin did request a trade. I think he's bluffing, though. I think he's bluffing. All right. Okay, a handoff, but there's a flag. Maybe a false start. Would be a first down if this is on the Lions. Offsides on the defense. All right, time to fix this shit. You got Chris Collinsworth talking here. Okay, so I fixed that little scoreboard there. There we go. Right on, right on, right on. If y'all ain't flipping off your TV when a ref appears, what are you doing exactly? But I love it when the refs rig it for my team. I just don't like when they rig it for the other teams. But if a ref wants to rig it for the Raiders, I mean, then I love the refs. Handoff. Hampton, the rookie, getting 8 yards, broke a tackle there. 2nd and short now for the Chargers, but man. North Carolina. Basically, it's between him and Ashton Genty on the Raiders. Who's going to be the more promising first-round pick running back? I'll eat later. I can't eat in front of people. This isn't mukbang. All right, 2nd and 2 now. And fumbled snap by Trey Lance on 2nd and 2. That's no gain. And Trey Lance already having some problems handing it off to the center there. That's not going to be good. You think? And we got the bots, guys. We got the bots rolling through in the chat. That's how you know we got a good live stream. We got some bots. All right, so what do you guys think? Trey Lance touchdown on this drive, touchdown pass, or is he going to be stuffed? 3rd and 3. 3rd and 3 right now, and a handoff to Hampton. Plenty of space, and he is tackled short of the first down. Hampton looked like he had some room on the outside, but he had Lions DB come up and make a pretty good stop there. Oof. Good thing Hampton didn't fall on his leg too poorly. Rock Yassin, former Raven and Raider, with the tackle on Hampton. Rock Yassin. That's a great last name. Got the over on Lance, 116. Better hope he doesn't get pulled out. 4th and 2. Lance is under center on 4th and 2. Play action, and he's got a man open and a touchdown for Trey Lance. Play action, hitting the tight end Disley. There you go. Justin Herbert applauding. And could Trey Lance redeem his career? I believe the guy's going to be a free agent after this year based on how his contract's working out. But that could have been picked. Let me see the throw again. Drop it up. Oh, no, that was high enough. There you go. So were the Niners the problem the whole time? Are we going to be blaming Frisco? People in San Francisco really hate when you say Frisco. Okay, so we got our first touchdown of preseason, everybody. First touchdown of the NFL 2025 experiment. Yeah, so I want to know your guys' bets. So somebody has Trey Lance over 116 yards. Does somebody else have the over on Chargers getting 34 points? I don't think that's going to happen at all. So I'm sorry to hear that. All right, commercial break. See some shit real quick on this commercial break. What the hell is happening here? Mac Hollins.
Eyes like marble, skin like gray rubber. They didn't hear its message, they felt it. Inside their minds, a warning. September 16th, 1994 in Aurora, Zimbabwe was a normal day.
Bro, this
until it
dude has
wasn't.
to do drugs.
The teachers were all inside and the students were out.
All right, now I'm bored of that already. I'm already bored. Oh my, have you guys heard about that? This freaking D lineman is so overweight, undrafted free agent. They're not letting him practice 450 pounds. Look at how big this sucker is. 450. Dude, how are you going to be so overweight where you can't even play in the NFL? How are you going to be that overweight? Both teams over 34 is actually pretty reasonable. So if you were betting that it's going to be over 34 for both teams, that's not too crazy. 18-17, 20-17, that's not out of this world crazy. That fool is big as hell. Oh, and you got Jim Harbaugh now hyping up Trey Lance.
And it's from about a couple hours here.
Oh, so he's doing the famous Jim Harbaugh patting on the shoulders. He did it to Kaepernick back in the day. Come on, X. How you gonna be screwing me like this?
Campbell, but Jim Harbaugh, who played in this game during his career, and it's from about a couple hours here.
Honestly, I wouldn't like it for a dude to be doing. Okay, would you rather a dude do you like Christian Wilkins, a little smooch on the forehead, or would you rather a dude be punching your shoulder pads? Which one would you prefer more? I don't know, man. Like punching the freaking pads like that, I might just prefer a quick Christian Wilkins. All right, game's back on. Kick return for the linebacker of the Lions who fumbled earlier. A decent game this time. Willie's acting sus. Okay, so no Hendon Hooker yet. They got Kyle Allen. Kyle Allen, then we'll get some Hendon Hooker action in a little bit later on. But Kyle Allen in a QB. All right, under center. And a handoff. 2-yard gain for Reynolds. Flag, though. Great video on Christian Wilkins. I mean, I love making the Christian Wilkins video. People are Willie's sus now. Yes, to the dude who keeps saying, can you ask a question? Just ask the fucking question and then we'll answer it. Just quit doing the it's like you're doing too much foreplay instead of just getting down to business. You're fiddling around too much. It's when you do too much foreplay. Okay, 1st and 20. Kyle Allen under center. And a handoff. 2-yard gain. Love the emojis. Dude, I am okay, so here we go. New offensive coordinator John Morton did work with the Raiders before. You had John Gruden actually recently at you had him at the Lions practice. Are you fucking kidding me, dude? Where's this shit at? There we go. All right, Kyle Allen to throw. Ooh, a line drive, but it's dropped on 2nd and 18. Who love it out of Georgia. I'm actually really interested in this wide receiver for the Lions because it's basically, who do you want to be your number 3 wide receiver for the Lions? Do you want Tim Patrick or Lovett out of Georgia? Late round pick, but younger. It's got really good length. He should have caught that, man. Now it's looking like Tim Patrick has that role on lock. Shout out to Richard Schneider. And a handoff on 3rd and 13 for the Lions. They're going to have to punt. But appreciate you, Richard Schneider, here, man. Appreciate the dono. And Jacoby Myers needs a contract extension with the Raiders. No kissing on foreheads or fingering buttholes. Hey. The thing is, Christian Wilkins must have gone way too far, because how many coaches would really care about that? Like, if you're still balling out on the football field, they're gonna be like, look, this guy acts a little bit weird, but he's badass. I mean, think about Aaron Hernandez. I mean, that's a way crazier story, but he was really weird in the locker room, tripped some guys out, but he was so good where you're like, you know what? We're gonna deal with this shit. It's only 18 weeks in a season. Back then it was 17. Let's just deal with this shit. All right, so punt on 4th and 14. Chargers fielding the kick, but nowhere to go. We're going to see Trey Lance round 2 in a little bit. David Clinton, I missed you too. Yeah. Bad shit going on for the Lions today. All right, I want to change up how this shit looks. Let's see this shit real quick. All right, so they're freaking showing a little bit of things on screen right now. And here we go, Trey Lance. Is he going to do something special? Play action to throw, dumps it off to the running back, and a check down get you 7 yards. You can't really hate on that. Good decision by Lance here. All right, here we go. 2nd and 4. Working out some technical difficulties at the same time, baby. Hey, yeah, Chargers offense looks good. Not going to lie, with Trey Lance, not too bad there. Incomplete pass on 2nd and 4. Couldn't set up the screen. Now Willie's less distracted now that he has this whole thing all set up. We're ready to go now. We're ready to go now. So 1 year, $2 million contract for Trey Lance. That's actually not too good. What's up? All right. Okay, here we go. 3rd down. This is huge. 3rd and 4 for Trey Lance. Dropping back blitz. Offensive line picks it up and he airs it out deep in a long bomb. Trey Lance to Lambert Smith, I believe, number 84. Was that Lambert Smith for sure? Oh my God. Offensive line did the best job on that play. They picked that shit up, that blitz up. And now a handoff to Patterson. Oh yeah, so that was Lambert Smith, man. That guy, he's got some pretty decent size and speed. So I was surprised that he fell as low as he did in the draft. What home game you think looks the most appealing to attend? Was thinking season opener against Chargers. Season opener is going to be in New England. Unless you mean the home opener. 2nd and 8. And a handoff again. Going to be 3rd and long. I'm not going to lie. Jim Harbaugh's doing some interesting shit. Hopefully Pete Carroll could be his kryptonite, but shit. He's got Trey Lance looking good. Dallas Cowboys could have made Trey Lance look good. The Niners could have made Trey Lance look good. And now what the hell? All right, 3rd and 6 though. And dropping back. Lance has time. He's in a scramble. No. To throw. Oh, breaks multiple tackles and finally gets it incomplete. But Trey Lance could not be brought down there for a little bit. That was very impressive stuff. So what the fuck? Dude, what happened in the past 5 minutes? Did I do something weird? All right, so 4th down, 4th down. 4th down. And Dicker the kicker in a missed field goal. So not going to be a 2-possession lead for the Chargers. And now the Lions get good field position. Football's back, baby. Dicker not too great of a kicker here. All right. Yes, that is true. I did do that. I did throw up some pride flag emojis because I couldn't find the American flag on the chat. So I just threw up the pride flag, and then failed to do 40 push-ups. Only could get to 29. That was not gonna lie. That was a low point in my life so far. Dicker the Misser, you guys are cold. Y'all are cold. All right. So what else is? Oh, yeah, that touchdown was pretty good, dude. Not bad. Did they get the replay on here or no? Maybe the Lions are just... I think the Lions are going to fall off this year. Like, they're a team that I'm just not... I think is really overhyped because they've, they sucked for a while. Now they're bouncing back, But I would not be surprised if it continues to go downhill for the Lions, even after You know, some of the highs they felt. What sounds appealing? Which home game for the Raiders sounds the most appealing? Chiefs, because you never know. And if you could be there when they beat the Chiefs, and it's probably going to suck, probably going to get their ass whooped, or it's a close game and they lose at the end, right? Because it's the Chiefs, right? But I would still go to Raiders versus Chiefs because you really need home field advantage there. And look, the Raiders beat them with Aiden O'Connell. And if you could be there where they get that surprise victory, I think that's something really special. So I would prioritize that. Oh, and the Flag Football League, they're advertising that. Can we make it co-ed? Even though I had trouble doing push-ups earlier, I want to go co-ed and try to run some routes in some of these ladies. Either that or I'm switching genders and I'm freaking going to women's flag football. I definitely need the conditioning up there. Okay, so Lions, 42-yard line. Here we go. Handoff, flag already. Looks like it's going to be offsides, maybe? Offsides. Oh. Come on. Deshaun Hand, man. I mean, Jim Harbaugh's got to have a more disciplined team than this. We got offsides? That's it. Chargers 4th in the division. I'm just kidding. Oh, God. So we got a debate in the chat over Ben Johnson. Honestly, dude, it's all speculation until they play, dude. And then every 4 weeks it flips. This guy's on top. This guy's on the bottom. 1st and 5 and a swing pass to the running back, Reynolds, who's shifty and gets a first down. Wow. I think this is more legible over here. All right. All right, 1st and 10 for the Lions and a handoff, and I'm just still tripped out that there's even football on. This feels weird. So they're talking about Jefferson, the safety, who used to be with the Ravens, and I guess he's signing back with the Chargers. He's a vet playing preseason. That's rough. Hopefully he's getting paid. 2nd and 9 now. Play action. And Kyle Allen just throws it away, but there's a flag. Is there intentional grounding? And he had a running back in the area. Oh, shit. Ooh, he's getting popped with intentional grounding, even though there was a running back in the area. Wow. They're still allowed to watch football in Canada. Shout out to Groten. Oh, they're picking up the intentional grounding flag. There you go. Okay. All right, so 3rd and 9 now. They picked up the flag. Dan Campbell, don't start getting emotional. He's already getting the waterworks going. Dude, so Lions offense was pretty lit last year. I mean, that's pretty crazy. All right, 3rd and 9. All right, dropping back. Kyle Allen and picked An interception on an out route. And is that going to be a pick six? Holy cow. Oh, not quite inside the 5. Damn. Nico Reed. Undrafted free agent from the Oregon Ducks. Wow. Nico Reed with an amazing pick. All right, dude. The Raiders better look this good during preseason too, because this is starting to scare me with the Chargers here. Yes, Reed read that like a book. Exactly. Dude. This dude was badass, man. All right, so the Chargers are on fire. You got Derwin James celebrating. Ooh, this team's looking a little scary right now. Is Trey Lance about to go back out or what? Trey Lance is back in it at the 6-yard line. Dan Campbell's definitely going to be getting emotional tonight. All right, and a handoff. Oh, there's a collision there at the 2-yard line. Vidal almost getting in there. Kyle Allen, you got to bench that dude. Put in Hendon Hooker. Put in Hooker. Put in Hooker. Where's my Hooker? Where's my Hooker? Come on, guys. In the chat. Where's Hooker? Where's Hooker? Give me Hooker. 2nd and goal. Handoff again to Vidal, and he fights for a touchdown. You know, it's just preseason, Chargers fans. Don't get too fucking excited. It's just preseason. All right, so 14-0 though, man. There you go. They got some. I mean, I would say the most exciting thing so far for the Chargers is the secondary right now so far in preseason. Trey Lance. If knock on wood, you know, Herbert, anything happens there, you got a good QB as a backup there. And Lambert Smith with a really good route, really good grab, wide receiver. That's a guy who might actually play in the regular season. The rookies are pretty much starters. They played Hampton, who was their 1st round pick, right? Yeah, he was late 1st round, right? Yeah, he was in the 1st round. Like pick 20 something. So they already played at Hampton. Lambert Smith, I think, is going to start. I think they're going to start. I think by midseason, the Chargers wide receivers will be McConkey, the 2nd round pick, Trey Harris, right? I always accidentally say Davis, but Trey Harris. And then I think it will be Lambert Smith. I think Quentin Johnson will fall lower on the depth chart. And you'll have freaking Lambert Smith. So you technically have some starters there. I think the Lions will start scoring once they get Hendon Hooker in there. Let's see what's up. Oh, that pick was nasty. Dude. Oh, you can't make that mistake, bro. On an out route, so he took too long to get rid of the football. Or did that dude run the wrong route? He hesitated. Oh, he just had a slower release. I feel like the release was just slow. Wow. All right, so commercial break right now. Lance does have some talent. I mean, he's always been athletic. All right. 5 more likes so Willie could slam another. I am not slamming Porters. That's definitely not going down. I will slowly sip on a Porter. AFC West is going to be interesting. I mean, AFC West was interesting last year. It was just the Raiders were unfortunately irrelevant last year. So less interesting. No speaking English? Guys, can you tell this motherfucker who cannot figure out how to Google what channel the game is on? Can you guys tell this guy? You pick up Google. I mean, geez Louise, dude, we are not your assistants. Geez Louise. Son of a biscuit, dude. Come on. All right, this was a bad miss. 52-yarder, though. A 52-yarder is not easy. Game should be coming back on. They're talking to Sterling Sharp. Sterling Sharp. 1st and 10. And play action. Oh, hitting on the crossing pattern. Wow. Is this guy's name Tesla? T-E-S. It's with 2 S's. This receiver, his name's Tesla. Hopefully he doesn't get a swastika drawn on his jersey. Jeez. Yes. Copy and paste Chargers Lions. Look, I'm just giving this guy a hard time. Look, but come on. All right, so 1st and 10. 1st and 10. Ball is at the 47-yard line. Play action. And he's got time. Kyle Allen trying to redeem himself and hitting on another crossing pattern, number 18. This guy's name, I believe, is spelled Tesla. All right, man. Shout out to all these people here, man. We're going to have a lot of energy going into, the upcoming streams, man, which I think are going to be really, really fun, really, really sexy and fun. So they're interviewing Sterling Sharp while the game's going on. We got a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line. The Lions handing it off, and they're losing 3 yards here. And, I mean, good thing they got people going in the Hall of Fame, though. You know, it's always good to see. At the Hall of Fame game. All right, 2nd and 12 now for the Lions. They got to catch up, down 2 touchdowns here. And quick throw to Lovett, who's able to make a move and get about 10 yards. It's going to be 3rd and 2 now. Yeah. We miss Audrey. But you know what? You got Willie. Woo! What's wrong with having some Willie? Woo! Okay. All right, so here we go. Gabe's back on. Still talking about Sterling Sharp. We got Terry McLaurin requesting a trade. I think it's all cap. I don't think he's really going to do anything. I don't think he's really going to. All right, throwing it up and a pick again on 3rd and 2. An interception by Jefferson in the end zone. Are you kidding me? Bench this mother effer Kyle Allen now. He is ruining the Hall of Fame game. We need competent football. Jefferson. Oh my. Rebecca Diamond. Shout out to you, Rebecca Diamond. Salute to you. Good to see you. Good to see you. Hell. Mother effing yeah. You're 30 seconds behind? Really? So I watch on YouTube TV, and usually I'm always behind. Usually I'm the guy who's always behind. Yeah, the Lions got Lovett from Georgia, so I'm wondering if he could push Tim Patrick for snaps as their number 3 wide receiver. So Sterling Sharp's being interviewed right now, and he clearly has cotton mouth. He looks like, I don't know if he was, but he looks like he might have been hitting a chimney. Okay, so 1st and 10, ball at the 20-yard line after the pick. Oh my God, the Lions keep throwing picks, bro. Play action, Trey Lance scrambles and sacked. Lions finally make a play. They sack Trey Lance, baby. Finally got a mother effing play. There you go. There you go. All right, let's stop interviewing this freaking guy. I don't want to be a hater, but, you know, come on. All right, dropping back, 2nd and 15, Trey Lance. Quick throw for 5 yards. August 7th, we got the Raider game, but we got this game right in front of us, guys. But I am excited to see the rookies who look like they're going to start. Seriously going to start. Third and 8 for Trey Lance. This is his toughest situation yet. 3rd and 8. Oh, and a high pass, and that's going to be short of the first down for Davis. So it's going to be a punt now, punt action. Wait. Somebody said it. So somebody said I look like Tom Selleck, which I don't think I look like this guy. I don't think I look like a. Maybe this. Maybe I'm a little more. I think I'm a little closer to this. All right, punt return for the Lions now. Love it from Georgia with the punt return. He's got some space and gets to the 40-yard line. Yeah, I don't think I look like Tom Selleck. I know. I look nothing like that guy. I think I just happen to have facial hair. I used to clean shave all the time. All right, time to take a dump with the door open. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. He's going on with the door open. No. We're joking. We're joking. Look, the Raiders, when they had Randy Moss, they had Kerry Collins. He wasn't that great. Dealt with there's some injuries too. Not the right coaching. There's that for sure. No, I am definitely not doing that, but I love how we pointed this out, that chat is over the toilet. We need to make this. No. What I wanted to do was some like weird Inception where this TV is also the live at the same time. I thought that would be crazy. Yeah, the chat's in the shitter. I want to see what this would be like, because this might be super trippy. Oh, we got, whoa, wow, you could really see my bald spot when I turn around. That is really bad. Oh, shit. I need to go to Turkey and really figure some shit out. No, I did not break up with my wife. I'm sorry to let you know that I'm in a marriage still. I'm not, nope. But dude, this is really bad. Whenever I go like this, holy shit. Holy shit. All right, so I'm going to Turkey, dude. I'm going to get the freaking Take the hair from my ass, put it on my head. I don't care what you got to do. Take the hair from the ass, put it on the head. ASAP. My other channel or her other channel? Yeah, but see, I don't have as much testosterone as John Cena, so I don't feel like I'm allowed to have that kind of bald spot. I need more tea like him. Dude, somebody's blasting music outside my place. All right, so game is about to come back on. We got the belly button right here. We got the game on. We're ready to go. 40-yard line for the Lions. Kyle Allen with the handoff. Not another pick, bro. Come on. 10-yard gain. 10-yard game there. When did I mirror the game? Do the Trump with my hair? That guy had to have gone to Turkey because I don't know how you have that much hair at that age. So first down for the Lions after that run. Oh, yeah, I got like a flag. They wiped it away, though, and they told me I was cool. I actually talked to the NFL. All right, so Harbaugh is thinking about challenging this spot of the ball. Interesting stuff here. Do you guys actually think they're gonna change it to Redskins? Do you guys think that's actually gonna happen? 1st and 10, ball at the 49-yard line for the Lions now, and a handoff, 4-yarder. Tisla is the rookie receiver for the Lions. It's spelled Tesla with 2 S's. Tisla. Dude, Sydney Sweeney, it's like, yes, she has tits, but it's like she's not like the hottest person in the world. Like, I mean, that's my whole thing. And I'm not going to be one of the guys who says like, oh, she's mid. It's just like, people just react way too much to that. 2nd and 6, play action. And 5-yard gain, Zylstra. It's going to be 3rd and 1. Of course she's up there. She's an actress. A lot of people really want the Redskins shit. It's really crazy. When they change the name, there's definitely going to be a bunch of like Chief Tribe guys lined up there. Who's hotter? Ellen DeGeneres is pretty hot. Okay, 3rd and 1. Drop him. Oh, looks like a false start. What's wrong with Ellen DeGeneres, man? She's got a little haircut. Ellen DeGeneres is a blonde, a pale blonde with blue eyes. So is she as hot as Sydney Sweeney? All right, so here we go. She just swang the other way. Isaac Tesla, but it's Tisla. This guy is hilarious. This receiver for the Lions. This is amazing. If they change the name of the Commanders to the Redskins, why does Sydney Sweeney need to be there? Okay, 3rd and 1 for Detroit. Got Gibbs and St. Brown watching on the sideline. We are back, baby. All right, 41-yard line, a handoff. First down. Rodgers. Will Rodgers and the Steelers win 10 games? I don't know if I fully believe in it. They got a lot of positive vibes around training camp. I don't know if I fully believe in it. You know what I mean? First and 10. Handoff, and wow, breaking a tackle. Reynolds, and hopefully he did not injure his leg there. Slow to get up, but a first down. We do need the Cardi B versus Taylor Swift. That's what I'm really looking forward to. Look, I've always been a Rodgers fan. I just don't know if you could do it all in one offseason. I just don't know if one offseason could completely change everything. Are we done with the... And another handoff here, but 2 yards. So they're taking the game out of Kyle Allen's hands. Definitely. Top 5 QBs go. Number 1, Joe Burrow. Number 2, Josh Allen. Number 3, Lamar Jackson. Number 4, Patrick Mahomes. And number 5, that's where it gets difficult, Baker Mayfield? All right, 2nd and 9. 2nd and 9. Ooh, false start for the Lions. I'm not going to say freaking Jaden Daniels is already a top 5 QB. I'm not going to just give it to somebody after 1 year. I'm not going to do that. You know what I mean? I don't think that's right. That ain't right. That ain't right. I think Joe Burrow is number 1. I think it's fair to say that. Carr's making a YouTube, dude. He's doing some good shit. 2nd and 14, handoff. Ooh, Small getting rocked. 3rd and long now. I have seen some of Carr's videos though. I like seeing a player perspective. It's always interesting. But I feel like he still might coach in the NFL, so he's not going to get too real. Just from my perspective, he seems like he still might work around the NFL so he doesn't get too real right away. All right, so 3rd and 11 right now. My voice is already being depleted after 1 quarter of preseason football. And dropping back, Allen airing it out and getting Lovett short of the first down, and the helmet flew off. Holy cow. Yeah, so who are your top 5? You can't just say Burrow. So Burrow and who else? Joey Flacco, number 1. All right. So 4th and 3, going for it, getting more reps here. The Lions are. And he has time, dropping back, pump fake, scrambles to the left. Is he going to try to run it? Oh, and he's short of the first down on a 4th and 3 run. Come on, bro. He is short. They're ruling it a first down, but he is short. Show the replay. I don't know, man. Did he really make it? I don't know about that. Hey, drop some emojis on the screen. We got a bot doing it. We need more real people doing it. All right, 8:53 to go. And a handoff. Oh, come on. Stroud already? I mean, CJ Stroud has the chance this year to be top 5. Shout out to Messmaker in the chat. Dude, I need to work on my voice. Doing some vocal warm-ups, 2nd and 8 right now, and a pitch, the bottom of the screen, and whew, he went down after 3 yards. Deshaun Watson. We need a team. We need like the freakiest team in the NFL. We need Deshaun Watson, Christian Wilkins. Who else? Who else has some Chandler Jones, bring him back on that squad. That would be quite the roster. Big Ben's done some freaky things. He's had some freaky allegations. All right, 3rd and 5 inside the 9-yard line for Allen. The freak-off team. And who's the head coach? Joy Taylor. All right, 4th and 1 for the Lions. Could they finally get on the board? Oh, yeah. Carr's video on Gruden was awesome, man. But we need a Carr and Gruden podcast, another episode. That would be badass. AB. Hey, dude, I don't think Cardi B, just because she's shaking her ass everywhere, that doesn't mean her ass stinks. She's super rich. I'm sure she cleans her ass. 4th and 1. Kyle Allen getting the ball in the out route to Lovett, who seals it, and a first down. 4th and 1 conversion for the Lions. He sealed it. He secured it. First down. I got some tacos. 1st and goal. And a handoff to Reynolds. Oh, and he gets tossed. Caleb Murphy freaking slammed the running back Reynolds. This is super trippy. All right. 2nd and goal for the Lions. Another handoff, and they're going to score. We got a game now. We got a little bit more competition. There we freaking go. I don't know what AB's up to, dude, but I think he might be on the run. I don't think the incident that happened was 100% his fault, by the way. Yeah, Google it and let us know, because freaking these guys tried to steal his chain and then they were violent and he kind of fought back. From what I know, I could be wrong. Like, it was looked like self-defense. But now they're trying to get him on attempted M-word charges. Thanks, YouTube. The M-word. Hey, we only saw one person wear a thong last year. And unfortunately, it was the Raiders head coach at the time. Don't make me bust out the thong video. I don't want to bust out the thong video. I'm like, Pete Carroll, we need to see if you got... All right, so we're on commercial break right now. Oh. And Raider Nation was down for this at the time. This is the weirdest. It is one of the weirdest images ever. I still believe it was a t-shirt getting stuck. I'm gonna be nice. Oh crap. All right, crap. All right, cool. All right, my bad. All right, so they're showing the new measurement, the way they're virtually measuring. So virtual measurement, no more chain gang, man. Come on. I guess we got to upgrade with the technology these days, but I miss the freaking chain gang. Yeah, dude, that was not good. I hope I didn't get like, hey, we're still good. We didn't get in trouble, but I think I lost a lot of viewers during that. My bad. Yeah, I lost some people. Oh well. We'll get them back. We'll get them back. We'll get them back. Yikes. So you guys shouldn't have freaking convinced me to watch that. Oh my God. All right, see what else we got here. So while we're waiting for the game to come back on, let's see if we got any funny clips. Now I got to screen this. Yeah, someone's mom was like, get this freaking weird ass dude off this mother effing TV right now. Get this weird ass mother effer off our damn screen. All right, game is back on. We're coming back around to it. We're coming back around. Christian Wilkins, AP, man. We had some problems last year, and we got them again this year. Oh, they're interviewing Antonio Gates. That's what's up. I've always liked Gates. I've always liked Gates. Hey, don't be hating on Nassib. Don't be hating on Nassib. We cannot hate on my guy Nassib. All right. Interviewing Gates so far. 1st and 10, 40-yard line. Trey Lance back in it. No gain though. 2nd and 10. Dude, I liked Nassib when he was on the Browns. Remember when he was on the Browns, he was the finance guy, or he was really into Tony Robbins. They had the Hard Knocks with him and all that. And you know, I think he technically won a Super Bowl with the Bucs. Or no, he joined them after they won the Super Bowl. All right, 2nd and 8. And a handoff here. And a great gain for the Chargers, 10-yard line. Shout out to Richie. Hold on one second. We are not going flag football, dude. This game has been insane today. They've been hitting. All right, so on 1st down, you got a 5-yard gain, modest gain, 2nd and 5 for the Chargers and Trey Lance now. So they're interviewing the great Antonio Gates. He's talking about the way he went about playing the game, high level. Second and 6. And a handoff. Ooh, getting rocked. 2-yard gain. Yeah, I don't think this is going towards flag football based on how physical this game has been so far. All right, so third down. McCarthy, dude, I think the Vikings should have gone with Rodgers over McCarthy, because how could you expect a rookie to do what Sam Darnold did last year, dude? Like, I don't see it happening. They must really believe in him, though. All right, 3rd and 4. Trey Lance with the throw that was almost a pick. Intended for Lambert Smith. It looks like it's going to be PI, though. All right, guys. And I need to clear up the nasal passages. Illegal use of hands on the defense, automatic first down for Trey Lance and the Chargers now. So on third and 1, we got some Vicks. Got some Vicks right now on my mustache, so I can do some better play-by-play for you guys, some better reactions. We are not. This is Vicks. We are not doing drugs. Oh my god! I knew I should have done this. All right, so 1st and 10, play action for Trey Lance, and he's airing it out in a big completion deep to the tight end. To Fisk, Tucker Fisk. Or was he a fullback? No, he was tight end. Yo, Henry Ruggs is probably still good. Not gonna lie. Yeah. Somebody's mom said, turn off that stream. We just saw a thong. Okay, 1st and 10, 19-yard line. And a handoff here. Hey, a 4-yard gain. You can't complain with that. Oh. I'm not buying Flonase. That shit never works for me. I am in the Pac Northwest. The Fresno heat just always makes me not down because, dude, my skin like will get freaking cinched. All right, commercial break, 2-minute warning. Let's check out some shit online. Let's check out some shit. Oh, that pick was nasty. All right, we already talked about that pick earlier. The measurement system, that's all we're talking about? Dude, come on. We got to be able to talk about something else other than the measurement system. That sounds so nerdy. Oh, dude, did you hear this? Trump saying Tua's name? This was hilarious. Obviously, he did a bad job. It was hilarious, though.
Saquon Barkley was on the council, and Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback, who is really he's been fantastic. He's been when he's not injured, he's great. He's got to stay healthy. But
hey, Trump knows the football storyline of Tua.
And Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback, who is really he's been fantastic.
Come on, Trump.
He's been,
shit.
When he's not injured, he's great. He's got to stay healthy.
Man, we can't be messing that one up, bro. I'm rooting for you. I'm rooting for him. It's all good, though. It sounds like he watched some of the games, though, if he knows about the injury history. He knows he's got to stay out of concussion protocol. Say, hey, so now nobody can talk shit on me when I butcher names in any of my videos because I always get comments, wow, Willie, pronounce it the right way, blah, 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 blah. From now on, no. I'm saying whatever the fuck I want. Tua Tagovailoa. Ashton Genty? I'm just going to call him Ashton Jenny. Ashton Jenny. Hey, the new flying Hawaiian is going to be, what's his name, who's competing with Shedeur Sanders? Dylan Gabriel. Yeah, TJ Houshmandzadeh. Yes, that would be freaking wild. Yeah, it's weird but here's the thing. I butcher names all the time, even though I watch all the freaking games. So maybe Trump's the same way. Clearly, he seems like he watches football, though, compared to other presidents. I think Obama watched basketball. I don't know if he watched football. If I'm going to be fair. Biden didn't know what the fuck was going on to watch shit. But I'm pretty sure Obama knew basketball. All right, so here we go. Game's back on 2nd and 6. And 15-yard line. Trey Lance throwing it up and incomplete. Going to be 3rd and 6. And they're interviewing the great Jared Allen. Jared Allen, the great Viking who was a badass defensive end. Shit, I'm thinking about doing political videos. People are freaking coming up off that. But I really don't have shit to say. and I don't think I'm the smartest guy to trust with this stuff. 3rd and 6. Lambert Smith on a slant and a touchdown for Lambert Smith. Damn, I should have put some money on him with the parlay. I knew that shit was going to go. Oh. So touchdown for the Chargers and Lambert Smith. If you didn't do a parlay anytime touchdown score or taking the over on 30 yards probably? Shit. Dude, you gotta follow the news and know what's going on to do political videos if you want to not suck. All right, so 2-touchdown lead. Let's see if the Kyle Allen and the Lions could bounce back, but I believe we're going to get Hendon Hooker in the 3rd quarter. Lambert Smith, though, wow. Whew. Breaking a tackle, too, at the end. Okay, Raiders. Chargers are lighting up during preseason. I better see you guys whoop some ass, especially against the Seahawks. The Raiders play the Seahawks the first game of preseason, so you got to keep up with that AFC West shit. So I better see some getting some dope catches, long bombs, some good. I want to see a pick because they are whooping ass right now. Not gonna lie. And I know you could say, "Oh, it's just preseason, dude." It's still football at the end of the day. Oh my God. Dude, it's so funny how the Christian Wilkins is still a huge story. Like, people are still talking about it. Raiders games is Thursday at night, 7 o'clock at night. I'm going to try not to drink too much if it's that late at night, but I think I'm going to be able to stay sober because I want to be locked in, figure out who's doing well. But yeah, Raiders Seahawks Thursday night. So I'm 100% going live in a week on Thursday for the Raiders Seahawks. And I used to have some Seahawks viewers because I used to make some of their videos back when they had Pete Carroll. I had a couple videos get to like over 100,000 that were Seahawks. So I see some of the comments, some of them pop in every once in a while. So maybe they'll pop in this one. Probably not because I don't know. It's going to be weird. Preseason game, Pete Carroll against the Seahawks. They're not going to have any negative animosity towards him because it's not a real game. You know what I mean? Dude, the Saints fans have not bounced. I mean, we had some earlier in the chat today. Because I'm actually, look, I gave Saints fans a lot of shit last year, but I actually hope Spencer Rattler gets an opportunity and gets to figure it out, and then Olave and Rashid Shaheed stay healthy. I think if they do that, they could at least get second in the NFC South for sure. Because I don't know if that Tyler Shuck guy is going to work out. Christian Wilkins. If I keep talking about Christian Wilkins so much, yeah. He might hit me. I'm not going to say anything. I don't want anybody to clip anything up. All right, so kick return for the Lions. Love it. Out of Georgia, taking it to the 24-yard line. Oh, if I had to, I mean, I don't think he hates anybody. Blah blah. He probably obviously doesn't like the Saints. All right. 1st and 10. Kyle Allen trying to bring this freaking Lions team back in it. And we had Lovett fall to the ground before the ball get there. Incomplete pass. Going to be 2nd and 10. I wonder what happened there. What the Do I think Carr will play again? I don't know. Dude, I've already made 2 videos on Wilkins. I'm like, I can't talk about, like, I'm down to make some Wilkins jokes, but I'm not going in depth on his ass anymore. All right, 2nd and 10, Kyle Allen, quick throw to the outside of the running back. 7-yard gain. I think Carr is actually done, though, to that comment in the chat. It looks like he already lost a little bit of, based on his YouTube videos, like he lost a little bit of weight. All right, 3rd and 4. And stepping up, Kyle Allen short of the first down. 1:11 left. No. Maybe I need to give an update on Chandler Jones. Nah, I hope he gets help, man. He doesn't seem like he's doing all right. We need a podcast. Christian Wilkins, Chandler Jones, and AB. I will literally be their freaking biggest subscriber, dude. I'll turn on notifications. All right, so 4th and 1. I don't think they're going to go for it because they're in their own territory. So really a dud of a drive for the Lions. And are Harbaugh and the backups of the Chargers going to continue to lay down the pipe? Shit. I am in the Pac Northwest, and my dream one day is to do a live at a sports bar or a tailgate. I've always wanted to do that. All right, 4th and 2. And 10-yard line. Wow, you're already giving it back to the Chargers. Trey Lance's football with a minute left. Shit. But, you know, if you are in the Pac Northwest, hit me up. Hit me up on Instagram. I respond to a lot of people on Instagram, so hit me up there. I don't know many people here, but I still like, if I knew more people in the Pac Northwest, then I would 100% like it more than Fresno. But I just know more people in Fresno. But enough about me, more about this wonderful, glorious time we're having watching this wild football game, watching Trump totally butcher Tagovailoa. And moving to Vegas, do not like the city of Vegas, not my style. And I don't like how dry it is, man. And speaking of Vegas, look at this tweet. Vegas just reported an 11% drop in tourism revenue. I don't think that it's freaking, there's a recession knocking. I don't know about that. I think Vegas is played out, really.
Deserved retreat equally throughout their lives. Our Constitution has helped ensure that while we never fully lived up to that, we've never walked away from it either. Our Constitution guarantees.
I love when he starts talking like that. Fully lived up to that either.
But while we never fully lived up to that, we've never walked away from it either. Our Constitution guarantees a set of basic rights to every single American. And that all men and women are created equal and deserve retreat equally throughout their lives.
He's heated. He's looking like Dan Campbell getting pissed off at the freaking his squad fucking up today. That shit's hilarious. I like a little Biden clip every once in a while.
And Tua Tagovailoa, the quarterback.
All right, so first down for the Chargers there, handoff to Vidal. Modest gain there. It looks like they're going to just melt the clock and probably just go to halftime. It looks like that. Yeah, I do feel like the Lions are playing like all their true backups, and the Chargers have some rookies who are going to play. They had Disley, who's kind of a low-key starter. So now they're at the 25-yard line, third down. They're going to just go to halftime though. Trey Lance just handed off twice in a row. Yeah, they're going to half. They're going to half. So they are going to half. Here we go. Football is back, bitch. Ah! All right. Yeah, like being real, like I'm not just trying to be like negative towards the Chargers, because dude, honestly, like I'm trying to be more objective this year and not just be super like biased all the time. Especially if I just don't like somebody, you know what I mean? But I do still think that the Lions are like playing their true backups in this game. We'll see if that changes with Hendon Hooker. I don't know. If I'm Hendon Hooker, I'm a little concerned that I'm going third quarter and fourth quarter rather than first and second quarter. I mean, did Hendon Hooker fall off that badly where he's third string and behind Kyle Allen, who we saw throw like almost 3 picks? He threw 2, almost 3. You know what I mean? They're like, so, but I did think the Chargers, obviously Hampton looked good. Lambert Smith stole the show for me in this game so far. I think he could seriously beat out Quentin Johnson, but I kind of liked his game coming out of Auburn, so a little biased there. Raiders 6-11. Look, dude. You know what? You saying that, you would think that would hurt me, saying the Raiders are going to go 6-11, but in my view, better than freaking last year. Better than last year. So shit. I'm like, yo, 6-11? You think that's our floor? All right. We got some shit to look forward to then. I am worried that the Chiefs just do go to the Super Bowl. Yeah, I do think they went last year. And the Bills and the Ravens, I'm so disappointed in those teams over the past 2 years. They just always choke against the Chiefs. I mean, last year the Ravens choked against the Bills, but I went to a Bills bar and I was rooting for the Bills, obviously, to beat the Chiefs. And I just knew it wasn't going to happen. I just knew it wasn't going to happen. You guys just watch me make some shout out to everyone who watched me eat some food off the ground right there. Let's go. Don't worry, we're not going to hit the restroom. Hey! You can't even see me because the chat was right there. All right, so when's the next freaking here? I'm gonna go on I'm gonna surf the web with you guys real quick. Let's see what the when's the next freaking game? Dude, this looks pretty good. Maybe I should just have this. Do they have like a game tracker? All right, let's not get distracted. Let's see. All right, so nothing crack until August 7th. 7 days from now. Colts versus Baltimore. I mean, at least you get the Daniel Jones versus Anthony Richardson. Hopefully they both play preseason. That would make that a little more interesting, just to me. Let's see. How am I freaking... Let's see my camera share real quick. Okay, I'm good. This one's going to be boring. Bengals versus Eagles. There's no like battle. There's no like position battle, and it's like they already have their starters locked down. It's not like there's like many rookies vying for a serious spot. So that's not that interesting to me. Taking a look at it. So first day of preseason, I would say the Raiders and the Seahawks. Maybe Geno gets a drive. Maybe Sam Darnold gets a drive. So that really does end up being one of the more interesting, preseason games. Plus, I think Cooper Kupp, you're going to probably want to get him some live reps in that preseason game. A lot of new faces. They got the new tight end, Arroyo, out of Miami, who played with Cam Ward. Moved on from Noah Fant. Now you got him. So that could be a little interesting there. Third quarter's starting up a little bit, though. We're just at halftime right now. And then back to Detroit. Cleveland versus Carolina. Now, this is one that I gotta watch. I gotta see Shador. I gotta see Dylan Gabriel. And I want to see if Hunter Renfrow is going to get involved and play a little bit there. And Atlanta versus Detroit. I'm really curious. Is Kirk Cousins going to play preseason since he's a backup now? Son of a bitch. That would be crazy. Yeah, that Lambert Smith was pretty good. He's got good size. This guy's got good size. Oh, Jay Gruden commenting on the Terry McLaurin trade request. So McLaurin requested a trade, and you got Jay Gruden saying, hate to see Terry asking for a trade. Can't see him anywhere else. You are a Redskin football team commander for life. Dropping a Redskin there. That's a little wild. Here we go. No way. He did not get lost already. All right, so we're at halftime right now, so we'll wait till the game comes back on. There's not much to talk about in terms of the game. We already talked about the Lambert Smith, him doing quite well. The Chargers dominating. But he did not get, let me see. They're saying he got lost already.
With us for just a Joe Biden. There he is. Ben, hold on with us for just a second here. Let's listen to the applause.
And he brought his granddaughters to celebrate with him.
All right. See, they're clickbaiting. He's just pointed somewhere. Like,
Please be seated.
Look, I would love to see a funny video where he's lost, but he just pointed somewhere. I mean, that's kind of boring. You know what I mean? Like, come on. No crazy shit happened there. But hey, John Gruden hyping up Lambert Smith. KLS.
I don't care about it. And then for 3 weeks, they make you care about it. And then
Good to see. Good to see. Uh-oh, here we go. Jets. Dude, to me, that's so weird. These little cameras on their helmets and stuff like that. Isn't that so trippy? All right, let's see what else we got here. See what other camp, do we got any camp vids to watch? Training camp vids. See if we got any Raiders stuff to watch right now. Najee Harris is still dealing with the firework shit that happened in his eye. Do you remember that? Like he had some firework explosion in his eye and so he hasn't been able to play. I think he hasn't practiced once. Oh, wow. So Terry McLaurin requesting a trade from the Commanders today, the Redskins, whatever you want to call it. And back in the day, Raiders Post is showing this. When he was at the Senior Bowl, he wanted to be a Raider. But, I mean, come on. Everybody wants to be everything when they're hunting for a job in that moment. Mark Davis taking it all in during training camp. That's what I like to see, Marky Mark. Ooh, Steelers with Terry McLaurin would be good too, because they need somebody else besides DK, and they don't really have. I like Calvin Austin though, the young guy who the Steelers have. I think he's a pretty good receiver. Geno claiming he is ageless at 36 years old. We'll see about that. Hopefully. Do we got any more camp vids, dude? All right, whatever. George Pickens apparently doing well with the Cowboys. That was all right. That was all right. Dude, why didn't the Steelers keep Pickens? He's balling out with, so talking about the Steelers, he's balling out on the Cowboys during camp. He's at least going to be good enough to be a wide receiver too on probably any team in the NFL. And now the Steelers just have DK Metcalf and Calvin Austin and really who else? I thought that was a bad move. Oh, what? All right, I can't be watching all that crazy shit. Oh, hell no. Rodgers is comparing Jalen Ramsey to Charles Woodson?
No, I like Jalen. I have a ton of respect for him, what he's accomplished in his career. He's a very versatile guy. I was telling him we were walking to CAF one of these days, and I was reminding him how Charles Woodson, late in his career, moved to safety. And there's, truly only a few.
Ooh, so they're trying to convince Jalen Ramsey to move to safety, even though he doesn't want to. That's what's going on right now. So that's why Rodgers is trying to say, oh, you could be like Charles Woodson, like that great, moving to safety. And Jalen Ramsey probably doesn't want to do that for his pride, but he's already like 30-something. Probably should do it.
Elite guys who've done everything that he's done. If you think about it, you can play outside corner and dominate. You can play.
So he's trying to work with Mike Tomlin, trying to say, hey, come on, it's a good thing that you're switching, bro. Like, it's not a big deal. Oh, wow, Rob Ryan's at USC now?
Special. He's special. He knows how to get it done. He's a great communicator, great teacher. He's fun to be around. He makes everybody better, including the coaches. And, we'll see. I'm looking forward for the, what do you call it, spring ball or whatever. I can't wait.
This fool's, he's always been funny, though, Rob Ryan, as a D coordinator. The Sidney Sweeney controversy. Uh-oh, here we go. We can't open up that. that bag of worms or whatever the hell you call it. Carter Bradley, former Raider, is now with the Niners. That's kind of interesting. 17. Bag of worms. Oh, can of worms. Can of worms. Yeah. Sorry, I don't know all the right freaking little phrases. It's a Browns QB. Like, do we have any Shador? Let me see, because that's all we care about is like Shador news, right? That's what everybody that gets like the most views these days. Shador vids. Shador has like the biggest simp fans ever. You can doubt Shador Sanders all you want. I will not. God, who is this guy? That is so. That is so Christian Wilkins. All right, I don't want to be mean, but you know what I mean. Shador has diehard fans. I guess there's a good completion. No. Is this where Terry McLaurin's gonna go? Kansas City Chiefs. Is it gonna just be just like that? All in our face? All in my face like that? No. All right, we got an interview with Harbaugh. Harbaugh's being interviewed right now with the on screen, and I think we're going to get back to the game any moment.
Great jump that ball. I mean, there's so many ascending players. He was one of them.
All right, here we go. We're back on. Back on.
They're making a mistake.
Flag on the play. Might be a hold here. Joey Flack, number 1. Oh, a penalty on the offense, illegal shift. If Sanders gets released by anybody, he's definitely getting signed somewhere. Like, if he gets released by the Browns, like, somebody's going to sign him. It might even be the Raiders. Well, I don't think Shador never said anything about Joe Flacco. It was Dion who said Flacco's my age. 1st and 15, Trey Lance dropping back, scrambles, and is going to get a few yards here. Dude, if it wasn't for the Sanders story, imagine like how much more dead it would be without the Shador story. I was thinking about that. All right, here we go. Trey Lance trying to set up the screen, and tackle for a loss on the screen. Should have just spiked it. But he's doing a good job so far. Wow. I cannot believe we are already mother effing back. I'm still just in shock. Dude, I think I'm like one of the few people going live for this. All right, 4th and 5. They're going to punt. I really hope Hendon Hooker comes out for this next drive. I really don't want to see Kyle Allen again. I just think Shedeur. I just think and a muffed punt. The Lions are in shambles. A muffed punt, and the Chargers recover it. That punt returner is the fuck out of here, bro. Are you serious? Dude. Was he smoking weed all weekend? Like, what the hell? Bro. He got scared. He got scared he was going to get rocked. I don't blame him. I would be scared as hell too. But, are you freaking kidding me? Huh. Now he's all mad. 4 turnovers for the Lions tonight. Wow, that's disappointing. 4 freaking turnovers for the Lions tonight. Play action, Trey Lance, and getting the ball off and too high. Incomplete. What? Look, I think Shedeur Sanders, I'm not like a fan of Shedeur Sanders, but I just do think he's too famous. Well, he'll get signed somewhere. You know what I mean? All right, so handoff, 3-yard gain. Who the hell is this guy? I kind of want to go back to the All right, 3rd and goal right now. Aiden Hutchinson watching. 11:38 to go. Dropping back, Lance throwing it up, and receiver couldn't break free on his release. Incomplete, 4th and goal. Are they going to go for it? I mean, why not go for it? You're on like the 5-yard line. Lay it on. No, he's not. No, he's not generational, but he's so famous. Like, if you have a shitty team that's gonna do poorly, and mid-season you start Shedeur, you're gonna get more ticket sales. You're gonna get more TV ratings, even if you know you're gonna lose with him. You know what I mean? All right, 4th and goal. (24-27) or 24-7. I wish it was 24-27. All right. Let's hope we get our hooker back, since the Lions couldn't even field a punt. Absolute disaster. Do we got a replay here?
On top of it, a lot of good stuff.
That is exactly.
Top of it, a lot of good stuff.
That is exactly.
Where's my hooker? Where is my hooker, Hendon Hooker? All right, they're still on commercial. Where is my hooker, Hendon Hooker? No. Are you guys buying the Malik Neighbors hype? I mean, I thought Malik Neighbors was amazing last year. Could Russell Wilson fully unlock Malik Neighbors? That would be a story. Holy cow. So who's supposed to... Oh, yeah, Shifty. This guy's always posting some pretty good Raiders. Terry McLaurin requesting the trade, like I mentioned earlier. We'll see how long that lasts. Touchback now, Lions football. Here we go. We're back at it. Neighbors might make Russell Wilson look decent. That's hilarious. Yeah, and that's another thing with the Lions, dude. We're expecting Hutchinson to just be 100%. Like, is that really easily going to happen? I don't know. I don't want to be the negative Nancy, but I'm just like, come on. The guy's didn't play for a whole year. I got to freaking fix my freaking. And Hendon Hooker is in. Hendon Hooker is in. Let's freaking go. 1st and 10. Play action and spin move. Hooker is going to run it. 2-yard gain. Let's go 2 yards. Second and 8. Handoff. 3-yarder. 3-yarder. 3rd and long. Let's see what the Hooker can do. By the way, I'm looking for new TV shows to watch. Drop your favorite comedy TV shows that I could watch on either HBO, Apple TV, Netflix. I got them all. Drop your favorite preferably new. I want to see some new shit. So let me know in the chat. All right, so 2nd and 18 for the Lions here. And a handoff. 3-yard gain or so. So penalties already plaguing Hendon Hooker's drive. He hasn't thrown a pass yet. Scrambled. And then Hendon Hooker had that injury during his bowl game, right? 3rd and 14. Oh no, he had it the year before his eligible year. And Hendon Hooker throwing deep, nearly a pick. That was to nobody. And now I'm starting to understand why this guy is 3rd string. Son of a bitch. Holy fuck. I don't think Hendon Hooker, yeah. He could stay. He could stay in Detroit after what I just saw these past couple plays. Hendon Hooker can stay in Detroit. All right, so they're punting. 4th and 14, they're punting. All right, and love it. Punt's dead. Gonna be at the 25-ish. Silo on Apple TV. This is a drama, though. I want comedy. All the TV shows these days are way too serious. Like, flag on the Lions going out of bounds on the punts. So they continue to make mental mistakes. Dan Campbell, I think he's fallen off. Hampton. We'll see what's up with Hampton. He looked good. Genty getting some action. See, these vids, we get hyped about these vids, but they're just normal reps, which, I mean, I'm sure he's going to be great. He looks a lot thicker than Hampton. But, you know, these are just little drills, you know what I mean? Like, how could you really diagnose so much after this?
These guys are free agents twice a year, and they can just go wherever they want. I mean, I got NFL coaches calling me complaining about these guys have no ability to sustain and persevere and overcome adversity because they never had to do it. They just pack up and leave as soon as something doesn't go their way. That's what I always enjoyed about college, developing those things that help guys be successful.
Man, shut up. You just want motherfuckers to play for free, and then they have to go to Alabama to get drafted higher, and so you get a loaded-ass roster. Now that motherfuckers have places they can go, suddenly it's an issue with Nick Saban. I mean, I don't know. And I'm sorry for dropping too many F-bombs. Exactly. You know what? I do think TV is too woke, where like there isn't that many good, like raunchy, funny comedy TV shows, because you'll get in trouble. And I know I sound like an old guy complaining about that, but still, I mean, I feel like it really is like that.
Hey, sir, it's a pleasure to meet you.
All right, game is back on.
Parade, the induction.
Ooh, a handoff and getting rocked. Chargers running back got deleted. 2nd and 5 now. Oof. He got lifted. This Chargers running back got lifted. Holy cow. All right, 2nd and 3. And another handoff, not putting the game in Hendon Hooker's hands at all. Trey Lance is still in it. I think this guy's going to play the full game. Mirror to Children's always a solid show. Third and inches. Chappelle show is pretty good. So first down for San Diego. Big fullbacks here for the Chargers on 1st and 10. 39-yard line. And the handoff to Haskins gets to 8 yard. They got some pretty good blocking going on for the Chargers. I do not watch Indian street cooking videos. I do not. Second and 3, play action. Trey Lance gets rid of it and finds a completion. A lot of running backs today for the Chargers. Haskins. So Heineke might get some snaps at QB after Trey Lance. Maybe, unless he's a solidified second string and you don't want him hurt. First and 10. And handoff. Oof. 8-yarders, and the Chargers are just able to run down the field and do whatever they want right now. Oh, Trey Lance, the fewest starts through 4 seasons by a QB selected top 3 in the draft since 1967. So second and 3. No gain here. Third and 2 now. Will Trey Lance throw his first interception? I'm sensing an interception here. Third and 2. And he's going to hand it off. So no chance for an interception. And that fools everybody as Vidal gets inside the 20. And the Lions backups are just getting worked. Yeah, Harbaugh's looking real serious. Damn, Chargers are able to run the football like crazy in this game. 6 carries, 30 yards, and a touchdown. 5 yards a carry for Vidal. And a quick throw to the back by Lance. Another first down for the Chargers, and they just keep... They're just working the Lions. Poor snap, and Lance almost dropped the snap. All right, first and 10, 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. Another, play action. Lance is going to run it. Oh, only a 3-yard gain. Throwing it up. Incomplete on 2nd and 7. Third mother effing down. 3rd and 7. All right, dropping back, Lance. Throwing it up way too high, but reeled in. Touchdown. That was a big body receiver there. Is this a touchdown? Oh my God. Are you kidding me? But that was actually the running. Oh, nope. He's incomplete. Campbell, the running back. Foot touched the white. That dude's pretty tall for a running back, though. Man, neutral territory, too, technically being in Ohio. So last year, who was it? It was it the Bears versus Texans for last year's Hall of Fame? I think it was, because I was hoping to see Caleb Williams. I didn't. And Cameron Dicker going to get them to 27 points. And let's see if Hendon Hooker could do something, freaking something when we get back. Trey Lance. Is somebody going to trade for Trey Lance? What do you guys think?
Raider Nation, can't wait to see you at the mock game on Saturday. Hey, Raider Nation, can't wait to see you at the mock game on Saturday. Come on out and be loud.
So they're doing a scrimmage on Saturday. Is that against the Niners? I know at some point. Seven 7-0 victory in preseason. That's brutal. Oh yeah, this body slam was pretty badass.
Out of the back end. That is.
Boom.
That is.
Whew. They were getting nasty. Lions are still getting their ass whooped on the field, but still.
To the right in the pocket. Okay, you can see him on his tippy toes between 61's legs because he's trying to see over. I like this drill. I've never been a part of a 7-on-7 drill where they are actually have interior lineman, center guard, left guard, right guard in front of you. 16 right here. Look at him. He can see his target. He gets off his second progression. This is red zone drills. Drills a dart between the safety and the corner. Really good route by 6 right there by the
mine, but maybe not for the reasons the company intended. Actress Sydney Sweeney appears in a series of ads with the tagline, Sydney Sweeney has great genes. Some people have taken issue with the phrase great genes being used over images of a blonde, blue-eyed woman, saying it makes an implication of racial superiority. And joining me now is Marcus Collins, a clinical assistant professor of marketing at...
We're like, so are we going to get you to do the ad then instead?
Game during his career, and it's from about a couple hours here. He was born in...
I don't know, man. This Saints QB, Tyler Shucks, second round pick. Maybe they should have taken Shedeur Sanders. This guy just looks slow. All right, game's coming back on. Eric Allen is about to be interviewed. Kick return right now for the Lions. We'll see what happens here. Leave Sydney alone, TikTok. Yes. First and 10, 21-yard line. And a handoff. 3-yard gain. Oh, dude, I would love to have some Popeyes right now, but I can't. I would love that. Would love it. Dude, where's everybody else? Where's everybody in the... Everybody depleted after halftime. I mean, the game got slow. The game's getting slow. All right, 2nd and 6. Hendon Hooker. Love it with a good catch. The Saints. We'll see how the Saints do this year with Tyler Shuck. I mean, he's got experience. He's like 26 as a rookie. All right, 1st and 10, minute 50 left. Oh, wow. The Lions are able to run the ball here. 8-yard gain. Hand it off to Smart. What a great last name. Smart. Second and 4. And another handoff. Oh, and a first down. They're like, wow, as long as Hendon Hooker doesn't attempt to throw the ball, we move down the field. They do not trust this guy at all. First and 10. They look like they're going to run it again. Oh my God. Hendon Hooker has not had one passing attempt on this drive. Hey, Canada still looks like a nice place. I need to go to freaking Vancouver. That's the closest Canadian city I'm near. Vancouver. Oh, dude. Lions player is down right now. For preseason, that's gotta sting. Dun, 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 dun. Woo. I wonder how much resistance these things have. They're playing 50 Cent. Really? It's crappy to live? I thought Vancouver seems like it'd be nice.
It's all mind games.
They are.
All mind games.
If I'm trying to break it, they say they put you in solitary, Ocho, because they say, you know, we used to communicate, and when there's no one to communicate to, and all you can do is hear your heartbeat, and the only communication is going on in your own head.
And you know what? That could be a good thing. Sometimes they put people in solitary confinement, right? Does it more good than harm because they give you too much time to think.
Yeah, I want to be in solitary, Ocho.
Why do these people think that, like, the NFL or like why would the Browns be against Shedeur Sanders? Like, why would they not want him to just do well and be their quarterback? Like, why do they think there's some conspiracy against Shedeur Sanders? Like, are they smoking, like, I mean, I do weed sometimes, but how much weed is Shannon Sharp on? Like, what the fuck? Like, why the fuck would they not want Shedeur Sanders to be good on the Browns? Why does there have to be some conspiracy?
Because think about it now. That's still time, son. Woo. But in the meantime, I've got to deal with what I've got to deal with. I've got something gravely going on with me. They did what they did. They were like, we're going to show you. We're going to show Coach Prime, the Mannings, and everybody looked at the Mannings, and Eli did what he did, and, Arch, and, so forth and so on. They're like, nah, you're not going to do that. We're going to show you. We're going to start it right here. And then we're going to take it a little further. We're only going to give you a handful of reps.
Like, to me, that's just so crazy. Like, how many, like, because they can't use the black excuse. They can't say, like, oh, the NFL is against Shedeur Sanders because he's black. Because, like, I don't know, like 70% of the QBs are black in the NFL. Probably more than that. I don't even know. So they can't use race as an excuse. So now there's this new excuse where it's like, because he's Deion Sanders' son, nobody wants him to do well. Like, that's just bizarre to me. And it's like, man, like, what if Shedeur Sanders is just not that good and is a head case? Like, what if that's actually what's happening? Yeah, that booty on X was way too far. Yeah, didn't Colorado go 4-8 last year? Oh, but it's everybody else's fault. Okay, well, you could say that about like every player. Oh, the O-line, oh, this. So they got Brent Musburger right now on the broadcast at the start of the fourth quarter as the game's coming back on. The Sanders thing, like, look, I think he's probably better than a 5th round pick. Oh, and Hendon Hooker throwing it deep on 3rd and 3. Incomplete. I think he's probably better than a 5th round pick, but dude, if you're like too pretentious, like nobody's gonna want to work with you. And then it's like, all right, like, yeah, maybe you're like a 3rd round talent, but that's not a franchise quarterback. Or he's a backup. Maybe he's a backup level talent, which is still like 64th, one of 64 people in the world that's could play quarterback, which is pretty good. That's pretty good. But maybe it's just so annoying where it's like, do you really want that guy to be a backup on your team? How annoying is that going to be? 4th and 3 at the 49-yard line. Oh, they're calling a timeout. Same thing with Kaepernick and Cam Newton. I feel like had the same issue where obviously good enough to be one of the top 64 QBs, good enough to be a backup, but they're both annoying. Both seem like they'd be like causing too much noise, even though they're the backup quarterback in the locker room. Then you're not going to sign them. The taco. I don't mind cold tacos. If it's good enough, it'll still taste good. 4th and 3 for Hendon Hooker and the Lions. Lining up right here. All right, they're going to go for it. They're going to go for it. Fourth and 3, 49-yard line. 4-man rush. He's got time. Hendon Hooker on the run, though, anyways, and he is going to be cracked short. Didn't even throw it. 3-yard gain and a turnover on downs. Wow. So Hendon Hooker's really not a good QB right now. Oh, how long has he been in the league? So he was drafted what? It was 23, right? 2023 draft. So he's been in the league 2+ years already. This is the 3rd year. Yeah, I thought that was weird when Kaepernick or Trey Lance got injured in, what was it? It was 2022. Yeah. because I felt like he just kept running Kaepernick into the ground, or Kaepernick, keep calling Trey Lance Kaepernick. He kept running him into the ground, and it was sort of like, all right, dude, this is your starting QB. You sure want to just keep utilizing him in the run game like this? And then sure enough, he hurt his, what, it was his ankle or something? Leg or ankle? Oh, luckily that opened the door for Brock Purdy, but still. All right, commercial break.
You choose football, you have that love, you have that passion, you have that joy for football, and you walk over to the Hall of Fame like we did as a team, and you see all your heroes. I mean, back to George Halas and
Damn, most wins since 2018 last year. They low key had a good year, 11-6. Not a lot of people were hyped on them because, you know, nothing happened in the playoffs, but Chargers had a good year last year. All right. So while we're on commercial break, checking some things out. Okay, so who has a better year this year? The Chargers or the Niners? Chargers or the Niners? Who gets more wins? Who gets more wins, Chargers or Niners? I feel like the Niners were, like, I feel like there's no way they're this injured 2 years in a row. But they already got some injuries with Brandon Ayuk. He hasn't been practicing. But they got Christian McCaffrey back. That's huge, man. So you guys, so Cody, you're saying Niners, and then Kevin, Chargers. Oh. I think we forgot how, I mean, the Niners went to the Super Bowl and then had all their best players injured last year. It was pretty much just like Brock Purdy and Debo and Kittle, and then that didn't work out. But then now you have Juwan Jennings dealing with some injury issues. All right, so here we go. The game is back on. 1st and 10. Handoff for LA. Flag on the play. George Kittle fell off really hard. I don't think he's even top 10. Yeah, that is true. The Chargers are going to have a tougher schedule than the Niners. Like you're saying, because the Niners finished last in the division, or I believe what, second to last? So it's going to look like that. Yeah. Waller's on the PUP list already. I was like, oh, shit, come on. Yeah, because it depends on where you finish. And then whoever you play the next year, it adjusts accordingly. 14 minutes to go, 32-yard line. Dropping back. Oh, it's a halfback draw. Yeah, their O-line's not impressive. That's true. I think Waller will be healthy for the start of the season, though. Like, I think he's still going to play. All right, 2nd and 23. Dropping back in a pass on the outside for at least 10 yards to Campbell. All right, so they're all talking to all the announcers who are going in the Hall of Fame. I don't know, man. I think Hall of Fame should be for only players and coaches. I don't think announcers should be allowed to go to the Hall of Fame. That's my personal opinion. I don't think it's fair. They're not like, being an announcer is tough, but it's not as tough as being like a coach or a player. So I don't think you should be allowed to just like join something that few players, you know, get to experience. Incomplete pass on 3rd and long for the Chargers. So Hendon Hooker is going to get another shot. But they're like, Yeah, there should be there should be a broadcast Hall of Fame. Because Brent Musburger shouldn't be like in the same Hall of Fame class as freaking Antonio Gates and Jared Allen and Eric Allen. There is a broadcast Hall of Fame? Then why do they include them in the regular Canton, Ohio NFL Hall of Fame? All right, so 4th and 11. All right, touchback. Hendon Hooker. You got to at least get a touchdown. Thank God I did not put in any parlay because my biased ass would have like taken the over on Hendon Hooker rushing yards. At least rushing attempts. Definitely would have done that. So really glad. Really glad I didn't do it. All right. Let's see what else is going on here. Saquon Barkley was on Travis Kelce's podcast. So they're basically saying, like, could this guy get a yard in the NFL? No shit, a regular guy can't freaking get yards in the NFL. But at the same time, isn't it all dependent on the O-line? Shit, if you have Jim Harbaugh as O-line in this freaking preseason game, I could get at least 4 yards. Yeah, I am looking forward to Chargers fans getting super excited about. They're going to the Super Bowl this year right now because they had this freaking. So Stephanie McMahon, Vince McMahon's daughter, caught my eye, but yeah, I could already see them getting way too hyped up off this preseason win. Come on, Debo is not. He is not that big. Oh my God. Ocho Cinco could replace Sharp on ESPN? Wow. All right, here we go. Game is back on. Hendon Hooker hands it off in a 6-yard gain, but I think the running back fumbled. Oh my God. Are you serious, dude? This is brutal. I guess this would be more interesting if it was like, you know, if it was, I could see if this was my team. Like if this was the Raiders, it'd be more exciting. Because you still want them to do good. But right now it's just like, I'm just evaluating Hendon Hooker at this point. Another handoff, 2-yard gain. That is so weird, the McMahon family, how they were all in the show. Yikes. So Cowboys versus Eagles first game, then Chargers versus Chiefs. Wow. 1st and 10. Play action. Hendon Hooker's finally going to have to throw. He scrambles instead, and he's not going to throw. How many attempts does this guy have? How many attempts? Okay, I got to check this. Hendon Hooker has 4 attempts so far. 4 attempts, and he started in the third quarter. Second down. Hendon Hooker is not, all right, 2nd and 6 now. All right, and a handoff. Oh, come on, Hook. Come on, Hook. Yeah, dude, that's a good point. Hendon Hooker was so bad that last year they randomly signed Teddy Bridgewater off the street to be the backup during the playoffs. So I think they haven't been believing in this guy for a while. 3rd and 5. And 4-man rush, and he's going to take a sack. Dude, he had... Oh, this guy's... he's not good at QB. He's not. Oh, that was a 5-man rush. They blitzed the linebacker. But oh my God. That was a really disappointing, 2 plays. 3 plays in a row. I thought about going to the game in Seattle, but I feel like I want to stream and make a video. But I really could go to the game. It's really close by. It's really expensive for a preseason game. It's like $200 a ticket. That's like a regular season game. I don't know if Seattle is always like that. I don't think so. It's pretty pricey. I think the tickets are marked up for the Seahawks Raiders game just because it's like the Pete Carroll reunion or whatever. Yeah, how much is that shit? We'll check it out right now. Oh, no commercial break. We're going back and playing. Hell yeah, I like that. All right. Pitch, Chargers football, and they keep being able to run the ball at will. 8-yard gain. Peace, Cody. So this guy's a rookie. Florida State last year. Oh yes, I remember him. Gale. They're gonna have the Raiders scrimmage game this Saturday. I don't think there's gonna be a way to watch it unless it's on their YouTube channel, which I don't think they didn't do that last year, so I don't think they'll do it this year. 2nd and 3 and a handoff. Flag. Oh, offsides on the defense, so a 1st down for the Lions. No, they're not going to have Khalil Mack play right now. That'd be hilarious. Chargers on offense. Here we freaking go. "46-yard line. Oof. Quick pass. 1st down to Rice. Isn't that Jerry Rice's nephew? Or is it his son that's on the Chargers? Jerry Rice's nephew on the Chargers. Yes, so it is Jerry Rice's nephew, Brendan Rice. He just got the 1st down. No, it's his nephew. I just looked it up. Brendan Rice. 7:28 to go. Oh, breaking some tackles. The running back on first down, getting an 8-yard gain, Haskins. Oh, dude, I think Khalil Mack's their best pass rusher now since Joey Bosa's on the Bills. So I don't think he's going to play a snap of preseason. And I'm hoping the Raiders do the same thing. I'm hoping Max Crosby does not see the field during preseason, even if it would be more entertaining. All right, 2nd and 2. Chargers backs are going insane right now. So they're getting the over. Just one more point. One more point's going to be over 34 yards. This is how you know if Harbaugh has some money on a sports book if they don't kick the field goal, even when it's 4th down. I forgot that they got Bowman as on the Chargers coaching staff. I remember when Bowman joined the Raiders in 2017. I think he got the first pick of the year for the team. 3rd and 3, 34-yard line. Dropping back. Long bomb. And is that going to be PI? Yes. Chargers are going to get a first down and going to be inside the 10. So whoever said they had that over bet, they're about to get it right now. Boodle was the defender. Boodle. Look, Raiders don't need to make the playoffs to make me happy. Just win 7 games. Just win 7 games. I don't care how it looks. If you win 7 games, I'll consider that a net positive. Especially with all the young players who are starting. 1st and goal. And a handoff. 5-yard gain. Chargers about to get another touchdown. I feel like there's nothing the Chargers could do to mess up this drive. They just are dominating the Lions here. Cycle in. Yeah, randomly put the first string in during every 2-minute warning. That would be crazy. I'm getting an itchy eye here. I better not be getting to sty. Second and goal. 5 to go. In the first preseason game of the year. Chargers are going to get so excited after this game, they're going to freaking sign Christian Wilkins. Hit his ass up. They got to sign Christian Wilkins and put his locker right next to Trey Lance. All right, so 3rd and goal here. All right. Ooh, stuffed on 3rd and goal. Oh my God. Yeah. Chargers are going to be too hyped. All right, 4th and goal. If Jim Harbaugh doesn't just kick the field goal right now, he's got money. If Jim Harbaugh doesn't kick the field goal right now, he bet the under. He bet the under. He bet the under. Allegedly, or like in my opinion, legal mumbo jumbo. Yep, 4th and goal. Are they going to get it? Oh, they are short. No, they're saying touchdown. I thought he looked short. Vidal. All right. Shout out to all the diehard fans here, like freaking Grow Tent Guru, man. Appreciate you guys. Oh. Okay, he got the touchdown. He got the touchdown. He got it. He got it. So who had that over earlier in the chat? I'm trying to remember. He might be long gone. And Hendon Hooker, this is your last shot, bro. You gotta make something happen. I don't know. I might go to a Raiders game that's like not that popular, just because it might be better for my schedule of making videos and shit. So I might go to the Titans one. I was thinking of that. Yeah. Chargers did 34 by themselves. All right, let me see what other gizmos I could test out since we're testing stuff out on the stream. Let me see some shit. I got a chat bot I could use. Poll credits. No. Not worth it. Combining sports on the parlay, I've never done that. That's a little crazy. But if you believe it's going to happen. What are people saying about Trey Lance already? Machine Gun Kelly talking about football?
College football. How's that come together? And that video was sick. I hope you were proud of it.
I appreciate it.
This has been happening a little bit.
It's raining.
Because they can't
It's
hear
raining,
Yeah,
guys.
it's raining.
Got to pray. Speakers
Texting
outside.
everyone outside in the water.
You know who doesn't?
Ooh, technical difficulties on the Pat McAfee show. So you got to hire Willie, man. Hire Willie. We'll get that shit straightened out. Hey, McAfee's the biggest in the game, though, man. I think Shannon Sharp's the only one who comes close in terms of like sports talk. Because Stephen A is kind of falling off. All right. Lions football now. They're showing a little promo, Instagram promo, joking about the head coaches, two big personalities, Harbaugh and Dan Campbell here. Yeah, you know what? I hate to admit it, but I do think the Chargers are going to have a good year. 1st and 10, 3-yard gain. Look, if the Chargers have to be the ones to take out the Chiefs, at least somebody does it. But somebody's got to do it. And if it's got to be them this year, oh well. All right, 2nd and 6 here. Play action. Hendon Hooker is going to try to run it again and doesn't even attempt to throw the football. Where is he going? Pretty much a sack. 3rd and long now. And if I'm the Lions, I'm picking up the phone. I'm trying to find me a backup quarterback because Hendon Hooker's not it. And Kyle Allen's not it. I mean, the Detroit Lions might be a candidate to trade for Shedeur. Maybe the Lions should trade for Shedeur. He's definitely better than the two backups they have. In my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong. 3rd and 8. 5-man rush, blitz. Hooker gets the ball off to the running back, but he is tackled short of the first down. And now we got the 2-minute warning, 4th and 5. Are they really going to punt? Oh, my God. Yeah. Hendon Hooker's going to have to go to the corner. Yeah, Stephen A, though, man, it's so weird. Stephen A, like, whenever he's on ESPN, he's all, like, super woke. And then he'll go on Cuomo's show and try to be, like, this whole, like, I don't know, like, moderate guy or whatever, you know, like, anti-cancel culture. But on ESPN, he's super woke. I just saw a clip of him on ESPN the other day talking about how, like, racism is why Shador, like, fell in the draft or whatever. Hell yeah, dude. Appreciate you, Spice. Thank you for stopping by, man. So I think Stephen A is just trying to play at both sides, man. He's just trying to get as much money as possible, and he's just trying to, when he's with this audience on ESPN, he says this, and when he's with this audience on News Nation or his little politics podcast, he says something else. You know, he's trying to play both sides here and get cash. And look, I don't blame him. I just tweeted out Hendon Hooker won't throw the ball, and then I got a retweet from a guy who doesn't even follow me randomly. I don't understand it. Hendon Hooker, man, surprisingly bad today. Any more football stuff? John Harbaugh getting an interview here. Cleveland Browns trying to recruit Terry McLaurin. Yeah, I think Terry McLaurin is cool off that. I don't think anybody wants to go to the freaking Cleveland Browns. Okay. Game's coming back on. Here we freaking go. The first preseason game of the year, which I am now learning nobody watches, and the top YouTube streamer guys aren't even streaming for this one. Now, so 4th and 2, they're going for it. Hendon Hooker airing it out, and it is a pick. Oh my. He aired it out deep to Lovett, and it got straight up stolen. Now at the 35-yard line, Hendon Hooker, the 5 pass attempts he had, and that's ending in a pick. That was rough, bro. They got their ass whooped. But that was kind of on the receiver, though, more than Hendon Hooker, because the defender just took it out of his hands. 5 passing attempts for Hendon Hooker. 1 pick. 3 for 5. Wow. Jerry Jeudy is looking a little bit better, and they are going to kneel the game out. Kneeling the game out, guys. Game is over. Thanks for freaking hanging out with me. I'll try to go live one more time before the next preseason game about something. Maybe try to do some more news lives or something like that. I'm trying to see what people want me to do. What would be good? Breaking news, maybe. If anything happens, maybe a trade. But then I'll typically make a video, so it's difficult to figure out. I don't know. I'm always open to more feedback. Let me know how everything sounded today. what it was like, things that were good, things to improve on, things that were bad that we should fix before the next stream. But we will be live August 7th, Raiders versus Seahawks, 7 p.m. Pacific time. I will see you guys there. But I gotta finally finish these cold as hell tacos as the clock runs out. So peace out, guys. Thank you for stopping by. Leave a like on your way out. And as always, like I say, give feedback. Love to hear it. And we're going to be trying to make more content more than ever this year and still try to keep these live streams going at the same time. But peace out, guys. Hope you have a good one.